want to take a moment with you today, not to rush, not to overwhelm, but to truly talk, just you and me. Maybe you're sitting in your kitchen with a warm cup of coffee. Maybe it's quiet where you are, or maybe you've just finished caring for someone else. Either way, I want you to know I see you. You've lived a lot of life. You've worked hard, loved hard, given of yourself to others more times than anyone has probably ever counted. And now maybe there's a question in your mind about how to take better care of yourself in this chapter of life. Or maybe someone you love, your mother, your father, your spouse is getting older, and you're wondering what will really help them feel better, stay stronger, live longer. You've heard 1,000 voices tell you what to eat, what to do, what to take, but sometimes all that noise, it just becomes too much. So today I want to speak quietly into that noise, not with hype, not with false promises, but with truth, with gentleness, with something I've learned from over 30 years of walking with older adults and from listening, deeply listening. If I could sit down with every person over the age of 60 in America, just one-on-one, I would hold their hand, look them in the eye, and tell them this. The most powerful medicine you can give your body right now is movement. Not punishment, not boot camps or burpees, but real, life-giving, soul-lifting movement. Exercise, but not in the way most people think of it. You see, I've seen this mistake so many times. People think exercise in old age means going to a fancy gym or lifting heavy weights or trying to run like they did when they were 30. And the moment their body pushes back, a sore knee, a tired back, a dizzy spell, they stop. They tell themselves, well, maybe it's just too late, maybe I'm too old for this now. And they slowly return to the couch, the recliner, the comfort of sitting. And that's when the real decline begins. Not overnight, but gradually, like a light dimming. But here's what most people don't realize. It doesn't have to be that way. Not at all. Let me tell you about a woman I cared for. Her name was Margaret. She lived in a small town in Ohio, just outside Dayton. At 72, she told me she felt old and heavy, and said she couldn't go up the stairs without holding her breath. She was always tired. Her joints ached. She didn't go out much anymore, and yet there was something in her eyes. A kind of quiet strength. I said to her, Margaret, what if I told you that the answer isn't running or sweating? It's walking. And she laughed and said, Doctor, I've been walking since 1949, but I asked her to walk in a new way. Not just from room to room, but 15 minutes outside every day, rain or shine, no excuses. Not fast, just steady. She started with her little cul-de-sac. Then she went down the block. After a few weeks, she was walking in the park behind the elementary school, waving at the kids. She told me, I feel like I got a piece of myself back. Her blood pressure improved, her joints loosened, but most importantly, she started smiling again. She came alive. That's the kind of movement I'm talking about. Walking, my dear friend, is the single most underrated medicine in America today, especially for older adults. It strengthens your heart, it supports your memory, it improves your balance, and yes, it even lifts your mood. And it's free. No gym required, no fancy shoes. You just need a safe place and a little consistency. Now I know what some of you are thinking. What about my arthritis? What if I fall? What if it hurts? I hear you, I really do. But here's the truth. The less we move, the harder it becomes to move. It's like a door that rusts shut. But gentle, daily motion, it keeps the hinges working. And I always tell my patients, start small. Even walking from your porch to the mailbox and back can be the beginning of something extraordinary. Let me share another story. This one's about James. He was a proud Korean War veteran living in Tulsa, Oklahoma. At 81, he told me he felt like a shadow of who he used to be. His daughter had moved in to help him, but he didn't want to be a burden. His biggest fear? Falling. So he barely walked at all, Just the essentials. Bed to bathroom, bathroom to recliner. But he was shrinking physically and emotionally. I asked him, "James, would you let me show you one thing that could change everything?" He agreed, skeptically. I introduced him to chair exercises. Yes, chair exercises. Simple leg lifts, arm raises, gentle twists. 10 minutes a day, that was it. No pressure, no pain. After 3 weeks, he stood up straighter. After 2 months, he walked down his driveway and back without his cane. And one day, his daughter sent me a photo, James at the local hardware store, smiling, walking, unassisted. These things may seem small, but to someone in their 80s, that kind of independence is everything. So if you're wondering what the best exercise in old age really is, it's the one you'll actually do. The one that meets you where you are. The one that doesn't punish but restores. Walking is powerful. Chair exercises are powerful. Light stretching, yoga, gentle dancing in your living room, all of it counts. What matters most is that you move. That you choose to live in motion even just a little, every single day, because every step you take is a vote for your future, for your strength, for your joy. Now I know life can feel heavy. Maybe you've been through a lot lately. Loss, illness, grief, or maybe you've just gotten used to sitting still. That's okay. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not too old. You're just at the start of a new season. A quieter season, yes, but also one full of potential. And here's the beautiful part. Your body still wants to heal. It still wants to move. It still wants to protect you. You just have to give it a chance. Let's not forget the mind either. When you move your body, even gently, your brain wakes up. Your memory sharpens. Your mood lifts. I've seen patients in their 70s and 80s reduce their risk of Alzheimer's just by walking 30 minutes a day. Not fast, not fancy, just walking. And when they do it with a neighbor or their spouse or their dog, it's even better. The human connection matters. The sunshine on your face matters. The rhythm of your steps. It becomes a kind of prayer, a declaration that you are still here, still trying, still living. And if you're someone watching this who cares for an aging parent or spouse, let me speak to your heart for a moment. I know it's not easy. I know some days it feels like you're giving more than you have, but you are doing holy work. And if you can encourage your loved one to move even just a little each day, you're giving them a priceless gift. Start with a walk around the kitchen. Hold their hand, put on their favorite old music, and sway together. These moments matter more than we know. You see, the goal isn't perfection. It's not about getting your body back or looking like you're 40 again. That's not real. The goal is strength, dignity, energy, laughter. The ability to get out of bed in the morning without groaning, to stand a little taller, to breathe a little deeper, to live longer, yes, but also to live better. Because long life without joy isn't the goal. What we want, what I want for you, is a life where you can still do the things you love, with the people you love, for as long as possible. So today, I gently ask you to choose movement, start small, trust your body again, let it carry you, even if just to the end of the block and back. And tomorrow, do it again. Let it become your quiet ritual, your sacred promise to yourself, because I promise you this, it's never too late. You're not too far gone, you're not forgotten. You still matter deeply, and the best years of your life don't have to be behind you. They can still be in front of you. And it starts with a single step. So, which one of these spoke to you the most? Was it Margaret's daily walks, James's chair exercises, or just the reminder that you're not too old to start again? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. Share this with someone you love. Let's walk together, one day at a time. I'm here for you, always.